Betway Midas mode 2 continues. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, we continue. We have an awesome series coming up with OG and TI1 Navi. We've switched up panels.
Ooh.
We got Grant, Owen, and Kevin.
Oh.
Grant, would you like some money?
I would love some money. It's right here. Oh, thank you.
Oh no, we're out.
Don't
Reload.
worry. They reload. We have plenty of cash. I love that machine. That was
We're not
nice
out.
surprise. What?
There's plenty more.
Okay, we're good. So we have got an awesome series coming up. So I was told not to mention the big elephant in the room, which is not really an elephant, but a chicken in this case. But I kind of feel like we have.
I forgot he was there.
How can you forget he's there? Come on, he's
It
like
blends
that.
in eventually. You start thinking about shooting money all at once. Okay, there's a giant chicken in the room.
So we were supposed to have the chicken on the couch, but he's too big.
He can fit on the couch.
No, he cannot.
Can't he?
No. No, he actually cannot.
Oh, yes.
And he wants teams to pick Skywrath Mage because we have got a couple Canadians out here in Lakewood, Colorado, and Canadians have also paid for a chicken, Skywrath chicken.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
With a flag.
It looks really good. It looks
looks
really
really
good.
good.
It looks really good.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
It's one of the. I think it's one of the better looking heroes that we got.
I think
They're all
the
good,
Witch
but-
Dogs is top tier, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, the Capri Sun and a gun is an absolute classic.
Would you say
Since
that's the best
beginning.
one?
I mean, visually, I mean, what's better than drinking a
That
Capri
one took the
Sun while
longest to
shooting off
create.
your Glock?
Dude,
Us Americans
Have
have
you
a lot
not
of
been to
experience.
America on a wild fever? That's all I do.
That's what we do for our 14th birthday party. Everyone does
Drinking
it.
Capri Sun.
What is it, some sort of party game?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. Yo, I'll invite you to my son's.
Okay.
All right.
I actually personally like Age Decoration, so I hope that's gonna
That's a
get
good
picked.
one,
That's a
too.
good one.
It is.
Don't look into the gun, Sheever. You clearly haven't been
Yeah,
here
well,
very
you've
long.
not done your gun test.
Never
so-
point it unless you're
doesn't
ready to
work.
fire. What was that?
It doesn't work. Oh, what?
I think you jammed
That's
it.
a lot.
You've jammed
Everything comes out at the same
All right,
time.
somebody loaded this wrong, Sheever.
Oh, there you go. That would be you.
Oh my!
Yay!
It's gonna.
How long is this gonna continue?
We didn't load it. It just creates money.
Where's
It's a
Reginald?
magic machine. It
Where's
costs a lot of money.
Reginald when you need him? Shouldn't he be cleaning all this
Reginald,
crap up?
There's a lot of
We could get the
perfectly good
VIP
bills that we
could
can
get
reshoot.
VIPs to come up and clean the stage, you know.
That's
we
true.
could actually. This
You
is
guys
true.
want to clean up our crap?
clean the stage.
Let's
Between breaks.
actually, before we continue talking about other things, wrap up the previous series because yes, OG did just lose to
Yeah.
Alliance won, and that was against expectation, I believe. What were you guys' predictions? Owen?
I mean, even I did say that OG were going to win off the back of the draft, but up to a certain point in that game, I thought they were. You know, Anna, he was nailing it as sort of the Luna. He was, like 16K net
Yeah.
worth when everyone else was like 9K. Like, he was so far ahead. He was doing the right build, just going full stats so he could just sort of A-click his way through the fights. But then they went for that bit of a dive inside of the base.
Yeah.
But at the point, he didn't have BKB. They kind of all died, and then the game got kind of hard for OG. So I think they sort of lost that one to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, I'm pretty surprised, right? It's OG, even with, they had a stand in one game, and then you got one with playing with 300 ping, but I didn't expect that much out of Bulldog, EGM and all them, but hey,
They're
were.
doing it. They're really
doing
doing it. Yeah.
It's memory. You know how to play together. You did it before,
So
and it's
long,
like it just falls back into place.
It did give me nostalgia to watch it, honestly.
It did.
Like watching EGM, it's like, especially EGM as a player, like he was very he was a little bit like fresh when he joined the team and they started becoming successful, but he also washed out pretty quick too. So to see him like playing again, it like gives you those good feelings again. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it does, because it's tough. As you said, like, he played in that alliance, and now he's been playing with Singularity for a bit, and it's like he's still good, but, sometimes you just don't get that one break again.
It's really hard to be a top tier Dota player. You have to be like the best top three position on your team, and then you also have to be like the best 6 teams in the world to be good. And there's so many other people that are trying to do that also.
It's hard.
I mean, yeah, it has to be though. Otherwise, there has to be a reward for being at the top as well, and you got to fight for it. Otherwise, it would just be too easy.
Yep, exactly. And that means now they go up against OG has to go
Yes.
against another TI winner, 2 TI winning teams in a row. That's a pretty hard one to do.
It is, but they beat the more fresh team, right?
They did.
OG's
Yeah.
definitely more difficult to beat.
Well, if you're thinking about it and how long alliances play together at the 5 and how they could indeed just fall back into place, can the same thing not be said for TI1 Navi? Because we all know kind of like the style of Captain Puppy is. I would imagine that that style didn't really change that much, and everybody just falls back into line
Ooh,
around
I like that.
them.
Like, I was going to flame them saying, like, oh, they won TI1. That was so much farther ago. They're clearly going to be worse. But but Puppy's still in the pro scene.
Yeah.
And he's still in top-tier teams. So it's like...
He's still top tier
I
captain.
feel that might be the problem, though. Like, Puppy is still the same person, and that's a lot of the reason why the team broke up.
But surely, at this point, the drama's gone, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
Yes.
I think now it's the problem with individual. I believe Light of Heaven's like a Divine 4 now or something.
And
like
someone said he was 5K.
Yeah, he's been taking it down. That guy used to be an early Dota 2. His nickname was the Indigo Child because of how gifted he was. That is, you know, his shackle shots with Wind Ranger. So we'll see if he can bring the magic back.
I mean, Dota 2 then was definitely a lot about just being better than everyone.
Raw skill,
Basically, kind of like what Ana does now. But like that was like the standard back
All of
then.
it, yeah.
There wasn't a lot of like people that would like ultra refine. It was like difficult to find super good high level games. Teams weren't even organized when they played scrims on organizations together. They had like no concept of like team structure, captainship, that stuff. So it was easier for you to succeed in that way. And he's also been very successful as a talent and caster for a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm sure his life is more stable this way.
He's been
I don't
kept
blame
up
his
with the
path.
meta as well. You know,
Yeah,
he knows, even if he might not be able to have the same mechanical skill as he did back then, he still knows what he's supposed to be doing. I feel like that is...
As long as your
different.
hands can let you. Because I feel like I should be pretty good, and then I'm just bad. So, you know, who knows?
But that he has got... I mean, how would you describe Puppy as a captain? Like, he's a kind of like a hands-on captain, right?
Oh, he is the man. I would say that's how you describe him as a captain, the man. He will be the one deciding voice.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of heaven doesn't
Just
even have to
listen.
do
Yeah, just listen. Go here. All right, whatever. Sure.
Yeah.
Caster spells.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think, Owen?
I think Navi's going to look pretty good. I think OG, they're definitely sort of going for some of the clowny fun stuff today with some of the ways that they've played. You know, they've sort of gone for the risks. They've gone for the entertainment factor. And Navi could certainly punish that, especially as we're talking about with Puppy being at the helm. You know, as soon as he sees sort of any sort of out of the ordinary move from OG coming, he's going to know how to punish it. And he's going to say, right, guys, they're going to do something a little clowny here. Let's try and do our best not to feed too much in a certain fight or just sort of avoid these overly aggressive plays that OG will try and go for when the OG feel that they're ahead if they get ahead. So I think this one has definitely got the potential to sort of see an upset in the same way that Alliance were able to take the series against OG 2-1.
All right. We have got the bands live right now.
This is your chance to
Make it
stack the deck against the potentially better team or Alliance. Yeah.
What?
Target ban Alliance, guys, if you want Navi to have a better chance, or vice versa. It's
But
in your hands.
Alliance is
Alliance
not
isn't
here.
playing.
Navi and
OG.
Oh, that's
Target ban.
why are we
Who was
banning
that?
Alliance?
OG.
Get Alliance, ban.
Ban all
Ban
the Bulldog
Bulldog.
heroes. Ban those heroes.
And pick Skyrath.
Skyrath,
Big
yeah.
Skyrath.
Dude, he's cheap. Honestly, at 13
How much
bucks,
is he?
He
That
might be a
little?
little more now.
Yeah, he's
He
not
did
that
get
low,
picked,
is he?
He was 13, but he
Cheap.
got picked yesterday.
Cheap and worthless.
Yep.
Might be worth it.
Do you think he's worthless?
He's not worthless. I just think he's quite weak. It's like you're a support, but your armor is so low and your HP is pretty low. So like, you feel like you have to buy defensive items, but he's like one of those heroes whose survivability is so low. You feel like you need 2, and then it's like you don't have any damage items. So it's like you're always vulnerable. You do tons of damage, but your disables are pretty weak. I just feel like he's.
You know, he's right there.
hard.
Don't be so mean to him.
I mean, I want to see it. The cosmetic is excellent, but I'm
You're
just
a
saying.
hater of the hero. You just don't think he's very good.
I like
That's
the
fair.
hero.
Yeah.
I just lose a lot with him because I feel it's hard to. I literally had to play Skyrath Mage against Puppy and Slacks like last week,
Yeah.
and I killed Slacks a lot, but my team was bad, but we still lost. It was hard. They buy 1 Eul's, 1 Lotus Orb, all of a sudden my silences don't work,
Yeah.
and then it's like, well, what do I do? You know?
What do? You just sit back
more
and
money.
relax in your comfortable home. Although, is it that comfortable?
No, well, not unless I'm winning.
How safe are you when you're just sitting at home playing video games? Actually, not that safe.
Being an online gamer is dangerous business. It can be a wicked and unforgiving world. Hacks and cheaters, if not controlled, can run rampant. Even Valve themselves got hacked. Being careful is of the utmost importance. This is a PSA brought to you by Malwarebytes to help you better understand the hacking world in Dota 2 and what you need to watch out for. Here's our top 5 hacks or scams you're likely to see in your games. Social engineering is the official term for scams that involve manipulating players into sharing confidential information. In Dota 2, the most typical social engineering involves the trading of items. Due to the inventory of players being public knowledge, scammers will search Steam profiles for a sick stash of items. For example, yours. They will then find a friend you commonly play with and copy that friend's Steam profile, icon, name, location, the lot. They will then add you, pretending to be your friend, and later ask you to borrow a certain cosmetic, or suggest you both use a third-party website the scammer has secretly set up to trade items, claiming it is more safe. Some scammers even create a fake Steam login window in order to obtain your password. Social engineering is a very dangerous threat to Dota players, especially ones with very deep wallets. Distributed denial of service, or DDoS as it is commonly known. A powerful tool for hackers who even allegedly managed to delay Valve's $18 million TI5 back in 2015. DDoSing overloads a server a game of Dota is being played on by bombarding it with packages until it can't deal with the influx of data. In the past, several Dota tournaments were the victims of DDoSing, but Valve has since stepped up security, making DDoSing through the Dota client virtually impossible. However, personal DDoSing is still very possible, and hackers can get a hold of your IP from internet forums, wireless networks, or certain messaging apps, or simply because you clicked a random link or said yes when a stranger kindly asked to borrow your laptop for 2 seconds in a coffee shop. Fortunately, Malwarebytes is on hand to flush out any sneaky malware, wink wink. These come in all shapes and sizes and have haunted the online gaming community since its inception. One of the most common is map hack, which grants a hacker information about your movements. While some map hacks simply create dots on the map to help, say, an invoker try to land a successful sunstrike, others remove fog of war completely. Interestingly, when the talent system was first introduced, one hack actually allowed players to get a full tree of talents at level 10. All 8 of them. Another hack simply displays the cooldowns of enemy hero abilities above their head, based on when the hacker last saw them use it. There's a variety of hacks available, but whether it's a small or big advantage they're gaining, remember they will inevitably end up banned, exiled to low priority, or ideally sent to hell itself. Scripters, not to be confused with macro users. Scripting involves no actual input from a hacker during their game. It's simply a program constantly running in the background that acts based on a code. For example, a Skywrath Mage script will do checks during the game to see if an enemy is within range. If it is, it will instantly perform a combo, for example Rod of Atos, Ancient Seal, and Mystic Flare. If you're blown away by how fast an enemy is pulling off that combo, there may be a reason for it. It might be time to check out that replay. If you suspect you have found a scripter, report them to Valve and make Dota 2 a better place. Macros are incredibly common and often confused with scripts. A script is a program running in the background. A macro, on the other hand, is a set key a player has decided will perform a series of actions. They then simply press the button to start the combo. For example, an invoker might create a macro to invoke spells faster. While scripting has always unanimously been labelled a hack, macros have been kind of a grey area, until recently. In the regional qualifiers for TI8 in 2018, South American team Thunder Predator were disqualified after a Reddit user shared evidence that their carry player Hatun had indeed used macros to gain an unfair advantage. Thunder Predator later came forward to say that Hatun had indeed bound a macro to one of the keys using Razor Synapse. However, they said it was simply to help him to be more efficient on Meepo, and that they did not consider it a hack. Prior to the Thunder Predator incident, one popular macro to be put under the microscope more than once for its illegality is the armlet toggle. Several high-profile players including Ace, Eternal Envy and Arteezy have mentioned it in the past, but following Valve's decision over Thunder Predator, it seems staying away from macros is a good course of action. In our next PSA, thanks to Malwarebytes, we'll explain how you can protect yourself from being hacked using simple-to-apply security techniques. Until then, play nice and remember to report those scripters. Also, why not download the absolutely free Malwarebytes from DotaBytes.com and give your computer a quick scan? You never know what you're going to find. Thanks for watching.
Very informative. And actually, you know what? Obviously, people know about people trying to scam people out of items. That happens. But I didn't know that they went as far as to copy the entire... apparently, because Malastrix told me this. So they'll invite you as a friend, and they'll be offline right after. Mm-hmm. Then you'll accept. And then... obviously, they're offline, so you ask them next time they're online, hey, who are you? But by that time, they'll already have copied someone from your friends list with the full picture and profile.
So
and
you
then
lose
you're
track
in.
of them, right? You're like, who's that guy that added? Oh, I can't find him.
Yeah,
they're
because
not there.
he's your friend now. As in, you now confuse him with someone that you know. That
Well,
is
the-
actually.
I mean, there's an obvious way to avoid that situation.
Don't
And
have strangers.
Have no friends?
Exactly, just don't have any friends.
Hey.
And that was something that I worked with for quite a while. I never
Right.
got hacked, never got scammed.
Nope. That's not true. Didn't you do that malware byte scan on your Twitter and you had like 18 viruses?
No. Yeah, I've got some friends now. Don't worry. But
Okay,
back in
well.
the day, when I was just a Dota 2 player, I didn't have any, and I never got scammed.
Did you actually scan? Did you actually get that many?
Yes,
Viruses.
I visit a lot of websites that are sort of different, and they come with a bit of danger, but it's all right, right? Because I have malware bytes to sort of clean up my computer after.
Yeah, it's-
So that scan, it's free to download, it's free to use, so I can keep getting as many viruses as I want. And it's like you get a new high score each time you do a scan. If it finds a new record, then I feel pretty good. And it always feels good when you see that little sign of it detecting a virus and saying that it's been removed. It's very satisfying.
That is
you
actually
never want to
true.
run a virus scan where it finds nothing, because then it's just like, well, that was...
I was disappointed. I saw your tweet about it. I was like, oh man, I need to run one too. Found nothing. I was like,
Exactly, it's
and then I was like, what is wrong with OD? What is wrong with his computer?
You guys, we got ourselves a draft
Oh.
of the upcoming game. We got OG and TI1 Navi. We're gonna find out what they have.
Oh.
And Skyrath is still in the pool. You're not banned, Mr. Chicken.
Okay.
So there is a chance for you. Navi, well, actually Twitch chat did ban
Okay.
the IO Tiny.
Oh, I like that.
When I played
Techniques
against
are
Puppy last week, he played puck support against me.
Oh. Well, there you go. Could
I
certainly
think
be
he's
that.
doing it again.
Either that or the classic Nendi, but I think, if it's picked first, I think you might be right.
And I
Unless it's
played
some support.
Skyrath Mage against him. Once he got face shift, shit was real hard. I'd be like, let me harass you. Oh,
I can't.
Oh, right.
dodged. So maybe OG doesn't want to pick it this game. That's all.
Maybe. I found previous series OG was pretty cheap with their hero picks.
It feels like Anna is like the only one they'll spend money on. Like they gave
Yeah.
the Wraith King, and they'll do that. Maybe they'll just do that again. But everyone else, they're like, yeah, we'll just play cheap heroes. We're cool.
I mean, why not? Navi is starting out pretty cheap as well with not banning anybody. You
Yeah,
know,
we-
I guess Puck is not that cheap, or at least still low end.
Yeah, 42 is pretty low. So
yeah.
you're in the bottom half of hero values, really.
Yeah. OG's already going into that bonus time.
Now Drow is all the way down to 12. The first hero's down to 12
So I
finally.
think you could roll the Drow strat if you're OG. You want Anna to play some sort of AFK farmer.
Are there
It's
any
a lot harder, though.
bounties we wanna see come out? Because it was OG that previous series went for the.
What,
not my-
why
not
doesn't
my
anybody,
fault.
Why doesn't anybody do misclick?
Oh yeah, I feel like that's a pretty easy one to do, right? It's only one use of the ult that you're
Yeah.
wasting.
Fiend's Grip.
Yeah.
Boom. That's 100 seconds. Or is that 120 at level 1 or
It's,
something?
it's something.
It's like
extremely high.
120 at level 1. That's 240 gold. Or 240 moonbucks. That's insane.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Fiend's Grip is an amazing ultimate when you channel it the full time and all, but that's a great gimme right there.
Well, we might see it. I still want to see the duck one going up the river. They
Yeah.
faked out doing it
They-
last
yeah, they
game,
had
but
it
they
at
didn't
that-
quite
yeah.
do it.
I did really like the Seb blaming his team. He went hard.
Yeah,
on that one.
Seb
Yeah.
did it perfectly. He really got in the mode. We've got second pick Mars.
There we go. We
That's-
got a
that's one of the
13er.
Oh,
cheapest
yeah,
heroes
it is.
available.
Very much.
Mars Spear plus Dream Coil, maybe?
True.
Stun him twice with the spear. A little redundant, I guess.
I mean, but I guess you don't have to worry about the spear necessarily connecting to anything. You could just shoot it straight down the lane and go for the distance.
like a
rather than-
4-staff base.
Does,
Yeah, yeah.
does Mars' ultimate, because you can't really target it on a creep or anything like that, but does it still count for the misclick?
I would imagine if you trap creeps in it, that could be argued as.
As long as the hero doesn't blink into it.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the admin, so I'm not the
No.
final call, but I would count like Mars ult, Puck ults.
Yeah.
If you,
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Yeah,
a
as long as
ground-
you use
a
it
ground
on
target
a
ultimate.
creep. Yeah.
Even like a Shadow Fiend Requiem or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's actually a really good one. Skill it at 6. Don't have any souls yet. Cast it.
Cast it. It can't do damage at all.
Ooh, and I also was expecting for the fans to be a bigger candidate for the bounties, because all you have to do is you just walk into Roshan and you die.
Yeah,
That's
level
it.
1. Level 1, you can just go die to Roche.
If you're a support and you're going to suicide anyway, might as well just walk that extra mile for the Roshan pit. And then
That's a
you-
lot of moonboats still. isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they always remember it at like the 23-minute mark is the problem. It's got a time limit.
Yeah,
limit.
but you know, you're.
Stuff happens, you know?
Let's say you're level 2. You're Marana. You're done throwing arrows. You need some new mana. You just walk to Roche.
Do it.
Get yourself punched in the face
We
by
got
one
new-
of our VIPs.
We got new auction meta too. Only backed into single digits for auction spending.
Yep. Last series,
Alliance
there
was into it.
triples. Yeah, they
Alliance
had
was
triple
really
digit
pushing
ones.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, 204.
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
okay
a
though.
little
'cause
over the top.
I believe their choice was second pick, right? So that gives them the last pick overall in the draft.
Yeah.
And when it's not, when the meta is so like chaotic, I think being able to grab the last hero in the entire game is massive. That's how they won game 1 with the Naga Siren.
10 seconds.
Viper,
remaining.
eh? This looks like a Drow Strat, right? OG's definitely doing a Drow Strat.
I was going to say, I just feel that
5
could be something
seconds
that would work with the ping stuff. And the way that Anna was able to farm on a Luna, I think if you give him a Drow, he sort of goes that Axe Maelstrom, hits the jungle creeps, he's going to have a similar effect, and arguably a better one if you're running all these ranged heroes.
Only
Please, Skyrath.
36 moon bucks for that chicken.
It is.
That's pretty cheap.
It is pretty cheap. And such value you get for that, too.
Used to be the Thompson special, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to certainly run that in the mid.
For the fans, do it.
Nah, he'll just play Viper instead. Just as fun, right?
I also want
12
to range
moon bucks.
separation. Give us the
Yeah,
popsicle
yeah.
or ice cream.
AA's quite expensive though, right? For 43, he's
Yeah.
sort of more up
143
there.
actually, yeah.
I mean,
that's
it's probably
pretty up.
not bad, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily value.
But he's definitely one of those. He's got to be like one of the most like mid and late game banned heroes in draft wise. So I could, like the last time he got drafted, there was an elk on the enemy team. It's like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Grab him. So I think we'll see another A.
Whoa,
Okay.
there's another 12. One
That,
of the
well,
lowest
that is
ones.
the lowest.
Yep.
That's the cheapest hero.
That Drow and the Viper.
And also, what a hero! I believe. Did you see? No-Tail recently tweeted about a couple of hours ago.
Yep.
He said Disruptor has been the worst hero in Dota 2 for the last 1.5 years.
So
That
if-
was No-Tail's claim.
So if they
Wow.
lose to
So
it in this
if
game,
he
that would
loses
be
to it,
embarrassing. They're done.
Yeah.
They're done.
I mean, I kind of agree with them.
Yeah.
They nerfed
5
Thunderstrike
seconds
cooldown. There was like a small brief period of time where he was played a little bit at a tournament, and all of a sudden level 1 Thunderstrike became like a
Useless.
25-second cooldown or something like that. It did really cause a lot of issues, but you got to nerf the heroes that can lane trade a little bit too well, and I guess Disruptor got one of those.
I mean, they're playing like TI1 Navi, right? Just full-on team fight. If you go back and actually watch TI1, that's all the meta was.
Oh, for sure.
It was anti-mage and team fight. That's all you did.
It's either Anti-Mage, Spectre, or
Yeah,
Weaver.
yeah. Oh, man. There was not many heroes in the pool
Yeah.
at that time. Like, what, like 50, if that?
It was like 45
Yeah,
or
it
something.
was-
It was crazy. But it was so exciting, like, because there were a couple screenshots of the Dota 2 client that leaked right before it, but, like, I stayed up that night. The drums, dude, there was no commentary during draft. It was just drums. And you see the hero icons for the first time in your life.
Yeah.
So exciting. Really good times.
Good times.
Well, let's see what they go for here. Are they going to go for some sort of Drow route? And maybe we'll get a bit more clarity on who's playing what, because there's definitely flexibility with this Viper and Mirana in terms of the positions they could go in.
I'd say one thing they're definitely lacking is more arrow setups. Obviously, Bane is excellent at that, but they could use more. Atos could work from a Viper also, but I think more would help a lot.
How ping friendly is a Viper? Like, I'm thinking, what's Anna gonna play? You know, we saw him play a Wraith King. We saw him
I
play
don't think
Luna.
Viper would be that good to play on high ping, do you?
No.
I mean, maybe the old Viper, of course, but
Yeah,
nowadays,
the new one, not so much.
It's a little harder,
I
I
think,
would
it's
assume.
more buttons to press. It's more sort of pressure in the team fight to keep your spells out on everyone.
Yeah.
Team pick.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
Pretty-
It might be.
Pretty big draft here from OG
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
Funko, but it's a great Mirana setup. And they need
Yeah.
some way to like either run at opponents or lock them down, and they didn't really have
There we
that.
go.
Okay. All right, excited about the ESL Funko being picked. It's a beautiful trophy, man.
That is. And I
Love
love
those socks, by the way.
Yep. And just against Mars, right? Like, Mars throws up his ulti if your team's caught inside
Yeah.
there. You know where to throw the boat. Like, even if it doesn't hit an enemy, as long as you get the rum to your teammates, it just negates
And
so much.
just with a Viper, right? This hero that's
Yeah.
already so hard to kill once he's got the right
give him
items
the
with all
rum.
his talents and
Yeah.
spells. Yeah, rum on Viper. You're
5
really,
seconds
really
remaining.
struggling to kill that Viper in a team fight.
OG getting their ban option now if they're afraid of anything.
Time.
Naga Siren, of course, a great addition if you want to try for the Great Migration Bounty.
Naga's so good in this game too. It's OG's lacking AoE other than Kunkka stuff. It's very good against Viper. Viper's kind of weak to like single target physical damage, and the Naga illusions on top of him. Although if you do put your Nether Toxin on the ground, you'll break the illusions, and they won't be able to Riptide, I guess. So there are ways to defend yourself a bit, but I think the Naga is going to be pretty reliable to just do whatever you want. Although you can also X her, I guess, if she songs. There's like ways to like prevent
Disengage, yeah.
TP away from working. There's options, I guess.
2 more picks, chicken. 2 more picks.
It's not looking
I'm,
good.
I'm
No,
rooting
it's-
for you. I'm rooting for you, but it's looking pretty grim.
I mean, there's still maybe the chance for a mid Skywrath, right? If they're gonna do like Kunkka off lane and Anna does play the Viper,
Yeah.
if they feel that it is a hero easy to play on high ping, that
I
they
mean,
could
Navi,
step in.
Navi still could use a 4 as well.
Yeah,
seen a
sure,
few.
just as a support. Yeah, if this puck does end up going mid, but I kind of want to
think
see
it
what
will be the
what
pups?
Purge is saying. Yeah,
Okay.
because they picked it first, you know, and it looks like probably leaving their mid pick till last.
10 seconds remaining.
But we'll see. So yeah, OG not opting to use their ban.
5 seconds remaining.
See if Navi are terrified of anything. It's quite hard to read OG's draft, as we say, in terms of where these Vipers and Kunkkas are going to be going. So don't know if there's necessarily any particular cheese heroes that Navi's going to be scared of.
Taking into bonus time, I mean, so far they don't want to skip their ban.
They've got a lot of time to work with still. 2 minutes on it.
fine.
They've been pretty quick for the rest of the draft now.
Yeah.
You guys ever play? Are you guys good at chess?
No.
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
I can play a little bit.
Why?
That's about it.
I was just because I remember that famous picture with Puppy and Magnus Carlsen, and how he said he played chess, and that's how he works on his captaining.
I mean, it is, for chess, the whole philosophy is that you think 7 steps ahead,
Yeah.
right? With all the scenarios, and there's so many different outcomes. And in terms of drafting, you can kind of see that is also,
Oh,
you
for sure.
can think very far ahead. You can get real deep into your own mind, which is also a big trap. I think.
They can. I love, and I think it was 5th grade elementary school is my favorite thing. It was like cool bullying. I was in the chess club, and I would always you could do the 5-step checkmate, and I would do it to like 1st graders who had no clue how to play, and I felt so good about myself, just destroying them.
Cool bully.
It was like
Cool
cool version of bullying, the chess club.
Is it?
Just making them feel bad about being bad at chess. And they're using all their reserve time.
They are.
What do they need?
They technically.
Damage. They need damage. I feel like Mars,
Yeah,
honestly,
that's
Puck
true.
and Disruptor. They're good team fight control, but they're not really damaged besides the Naga.
And they don't have much burst either.
Yeah.
That's another big thing, actually. I guess Mars kind of does a lot of burst, but situationally. And they're not going to kill a Viper outside without
Ever.
Naga.
No.
Viper is actually looking quite good at the moment. So, ooh, lots of bonus time here. What are they scared of? This is all just ban stuff, too.
Yep. The AM.
Okay.
Well, AM is a counter to the Skywrath Mage. Who knows?
That's
He's
true.
gone. He's gone.
Uh,
I just don't know. This Navi draft is strange because now the
10
Puck 5 is
seconds
in the back of my
remaining.
head. I don't think it will be, but
It's going to be a 4.
is that it?
think.
If they do,
5
yeah.
seconds
I mean, Puppy was
remaining.
4 originally, right? Technically? Or was it Art
I
Style?
think it's 5 around.
I think
wasn't it?
yeah,
Artstyle
he was. Artstyle was 5 in TI1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because he used to play
yeah, he was
stuff,
definitely
right?
5. Yeah.
yeah,
He was
Puppy
Chen-
was,
Chen was four.
was
Yeah,
10
right.
Enchantress and Enigma. Those
Ah,
were
but-
signature heroes.
Okay. So.
So what's going on here? This
I don't
is-
know. It might be the carry app.
No, I think you so what the supports Disruptor and Puck, and then wait.
it's-
Then you. No.
I think Puck goes
Probably
middle.
core Puck.
I think Puck's middle.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
It's the only
Puck-
Dendy
yeah,
hero too.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
think
it's
Oh,
got to be
that's
Dandy
true.
Puck. Yeah.
It's a
10
classic Dendy
seconds
hero.
remaining.
So OG, they see that.
5
They already
seconds
have the break on
remaining.
Abba, so he has to
Yeah.
manually click his ulti if he wants it. which
He
is
can
annoying.
also really help save whoever Kunku goes
10
on too.
seconds
Is the other really
remaining.
nice thing right now. That if OG's disable is a bit limited, they can dispel arrows. They can dispel Fiend's Grip.
Ricky. Second
Ooh.
Ricky of the tournament.
Oh, so hey, well you said with the combo then. If you put the poison on the floor and the smoke cloud,
Yeah.
Abaddon is screwed. He
All right.
cannot
Can't-
use his
all right,
He
ult.
literally
Skywrath.
cannot
He
do
cannot.
anything.
Yeah.
You can get off the stage now. It's over. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, he can't go off the stage because he doesn't know. Like, can he actually?
There are some steps out the back.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful.
He'll be
Be
fine.
careful.
Who cares?
We have
Please.
insurance or something. I don't know.
Oh.
You fear a crash? Oh no.
Oh no! Be careful.
All right.
Oh,
gone.
that is actually very sad. I do hope we're gonna see
We will.
all the custom heroes at the end of it. Like, I mean, it's a long event, so we're gonna be
Yeah.
here for quite a few more days. So hopefully we can see everything.
We can just put them on sale if it gets real desperate, or be like, please,
Skywrath.
can't
Yeah,
grab
yeah.
Skywrath.
You
Here's
can have
200
Moonbucks.
Moonbucks.
Yeah, do it.
You get Moonbucks. when
We
you
can get
do it.
desperate. It's fine.
Yes. So who do we favor? What are we thinking? Can I go first? I'll say
You can.
I like OG in this one.
Who was their last hero again?
Ricky.
Oh, that's right.
Ricky.
Ricky.
I mean, Ricky against Puck is quite good.
Yep.
So even if he phase shifts and gets ready to blink, well, he could blink out, I guess. But can't use orbs and stuff.
And very good against ABBA. I think that Ricky pick's just super, super good. And it's a hero you have fun with. When you're in Dota and your captain picks you a hero that's actually fun, you try a little bit harder,
Yeah,
you know?
you do.
So I think they might just pop off this game and destroy Na'Vi.
Yeah, I think could be a bit rough for Na'Vi. They've gone for a bit of sort of an old school draft of the way they're opening. Obviously, Mars is like a new hero, but it's a hero that teams aren't really using at the moment. Na'Vi's obviously got some sort of a plan, but yeah, this combo, and I think we're going to see this Ricky plus Viper just with the silence and the break just destroy some of the heroes on Na'Vi's side.
What is the most Australia-friendly hero
Australia?
Where did
What?
this question come
Yeah.
from?
on the side
Oh,
of
the
OG?
ping? Probably Ricky, I would say. And it's Anna's hero. Like, use
You
Blink
think Aaron's
Strike,
going to
cast
play
Smoke.
Ricky?
I think so. What do you think?
I think that would be hard.
I don't think so.
I
Blink
think it would be
Strike,
pretty
Smoke.
tricky.
You
I think a
can
lot
keep
of
it
times
up.
you've got to be pretty clutch with like the ults and jumping around, jumping out of fights. And
No.
The odds are also pretty much in OG.
I think it's probably more likely to be
Yeah.
a side lane Viper for Anna, and Thompson will play mid Ricky. Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see who's right. We'll see who's
You know,
smarter.
you know, I'm
This is it.
wondering, is Puppy ready to speak Russian in his Dota games again?
I think,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
he's,
he
definitely,
used
to
he's
speak
super
Russian
fluent.
at
I'm sure
TI1.
he's still super
Yep.
fluent. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's
And
super fun.
even if he's not, everybody else on his team is now better in English than what they were
It's probably
8
true.
years
It's
ago
true,
as
yeah.
well. So
I mean,
has been 8 years. You're right.
it has been 8 years.
Literally, all of them still work in the Dota scene,
Yeah,
right?
that's
pretty cool.
impressive.
That is cool.
Very impressive.
Yep.
And there's only ever been one team to have played in 3 TI finals.
Who's that?
Na'Vi.
Oh my goodness, they're playing for us right now.
Yes.
How lucky we are.
I mean, there's the 2 ITA champion.
Well,
3 finals.
doesn't sound as good now that
OG
OG's
is
won.
now that
only-
they're playing OG.
You're kind of like, okay, it's only a matter of time. I mean,
OG's only played in 2 finals. Na'Vi's played in 3.
It's true.
OG sucks,
Simple
clearly.
math.
They're going
Yeah,
to lose.
there, it's over. I'm actually switching it
Way
up.
less
Stats.
experience.
Yeah, you know, it's old Na'Vi versus new and fresh OG.
So do you guys know who this is? Doing some lessons
We talked about
here?
Grant yesterday.
I
Oh wait, it's
thought about it
Ulysses says
yesterday.
Grant. Oh, I thought it was Andrew Jackson. No, never mind.
Jackson's
No,
on the
no.
20 board.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good.
It says his name on it, doesn't it?
Does
No, no, I don't.
Yes,
I-
it literally says Grant, your name. You don't
Oh,
recognize
it does.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, I didn't know I was on money. Cool.
You found the Civil War, dude. Nice job.
I did. Thank you.
We are fixing, by the way, something to get the
Grant.
game ready for you.
If you guys are wondering why it takes so long, usually is what happens is
Yeah.
you have to invite everybody to the custom lobby. You have to yell at all the players to change their names because they don't always pay attention. And then once the game loads, you have to join the slots. And there's so many slots because there's like creep takeover slots and player slots and Roshan slots.
Yeah.
Everybody has to join the right slot. Sometimes players are like AFK, hiding in the wrong slot. And so it takes a little bit more than a
yes.
regular game.
It takes one player being AFK to just see in 10 minutes.
Because the draft
Yes.
is not done in the game, right? The draft is done on
Custom.
It's a custom.
On a web browser, yeah.
Very
and then,
nice
And
custom.
then you join the
Yeah.
custom lobby, and then you have to pick your slots, and then it's an all pick. And then you got a game. So it
Oh.
takes a little bit of time.
We should say there have been no pauses this tournament, by the way. This
Oh,
has
super
been
impressive, actually.
Crazy,
Very
actually.
smooth.
Yes. Shout out to the players for Guess we invited the right teams.
Yeah, they come well prepared. They're very serious.
They do.
I very much enjoyed the previous series. I thought I thought Alliance and OG took the game like they embraced it.
They did.
They really did, and I hope that will be the same this series. Maybe OG will try a little bit harder considering they lost the first series.
And
They
if,
might.
if you guys don't remember Midas Mode 1, OG was the team that tried the hardest at all stages
Yeah.
of the tournament. I remember the first opening series, they bought like a couple cheap, they basically developed a strat around cheap heroes, and they knocked out like 3 bounties within a series. It was like really impressive. They ended up not going all the way because Seb had to play instead of Resolution, and there was a clear step down in terms of skill.
Yeah,
But
Seb.
his Shadow Fiend was not good.
Oh,
was not
no,
bad.
that's- that- I have seen that
Oh.
in person as well. Yeah.
But
All right. We have. Can we call him out?
No.
Absolutely, according to that. So the reason why you guys all have to wait for this game to start is because Havost is being a little bit dumb right now.
he's leaking lobbies.
Gracious. He leaked the lobby
He leaked the
information.
lobby.
Yes.
Everything.
He leaked the draft lobby, aka the web browser.
Oh, really?
And then he also leaked the custom game lobby. Clearly was not. They must be streaming or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Well, thanks, man.
Hey.
Usually
gotta
it
wait
takes
for that to
purse,
fix
but
that.
you know,
Yeah.
that's
Hey.
the most.
You guys want to learn some more about Colorado? Because I'm sure
Yes,
Grant has
I'm
got
actually
some
excited.
facts, but I also have some awesome facts if I can find them.
Oh, I got. You know, if you ever coming to visit Colorado, we have some of the best Mexican food around. You should hit up Casa Bonita if you like some real, authentic Mexican food,
Where is it?
Why is everyone saying no?
because it's literally the worst food you will ever eat.
Well, what's wrong with
Well,
it?
it was in a
Okay.
south. It's
What
in a-
is wrong with
it's
it?
like it's a kid's place. You go there. There's like people cliff diving into water. There's an arcade and stuff. And it's like a South Park made an episode
Wait,
about
how
it.
do you cliff dive?
Oh,
what do you
it's
mean?
that one.
It's got.
Yeah, it's that. It's literally a real place here, and like the food is actually like people like you just get sick if you go there. You just
Oh,
get
and
sick immediately.
Do you remember on the car ride from the airport to our hotel, I was telling you about a food place where you go, but you don't eat the food?
Yeah, this is the
That's
same.
it.
place.
That is it.
That's literally
Oh.
it.
So
yeah.
did they do anything else other than food?
Yeah, they cliff dive, and there's a cave.
Is it-
Blackbeard
what's in the
spooky
cave?
I don't know. You just walk through the damn cave. It's for 6-year-olds, Owen. You'd fit in perfectly.
You know, Owen would fit in, dude. When we went to Culver's, he got fruit punch. He was really excited. So now we call him Fruit Punch Owen.
Punch Owen.
Yeah.
How many of these places are there? Is it like
It's
a
one.
chain?
It's literally one. That's why.
Oh, but
That's- it's
everyone
super
knows
famous.
it.
Yeah,
Everyone.
It was on South Park. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Do you have to make reservations, like, or
No.
can you just walk in?
No,
definitely-
I hope not.
Like, I don't
I'm
know how
pretty sure
busy it
McDonald's is classier than this place.
Do they know themselves that they're bad?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sure they have to. Like, there's no way they don't.
If they don't,
What am I, the Casa Bonita spokesperson?
Is
I
brought
there,
it up.
literally- is there nothing on the menu that you would eat?
There's sopapillas. That's it.
What is that?
What's
It's
that?
literally bread.
Oh.
It's just really light, fluffy, like sugar bread.
What's the
that's
worst
nice.
thing on the menu?
Enchiladas beef.
Wow, that
how
was
many
no
times have you, how
hesitation.
many times have you eaten there?
I've
How-
been
how
there a
many
few
times-
I mean, I used to actually during summers. I volunteered my time to like do like we'd go to swimming pools with like 5th graders and stuff. We went to Casa Bonita a lot, and the kids loved it. Not so much anyone else.
So for when you're a kid, like, can your stomach sort of survive it? Like, you're
Oh,
fine.
yeah, it's
Is it
just
just when
food.
you grow up and you
Yes.
go back? It's
Yeah,
You know.
100%.
Yeah.
You'd love it as a kid.
Okay.
It's super fun.
Isn't it like if you go there as a kid and you're basically, you're training your stomach to be able to process this food?
Yeah.
If you had it a lot as a kid, won't you also be able to have it a lot when you're an adult?
You'd think, but
You'd
no.
think.
No, it's that bad. It is legit. I would rather go to the McDonald's across the street, go into the dumpster, and eat a half-eaten cheeseburger. And I don't like cheese.
What about a hamburger?
Yeah, I would eat a half-eaten hamburger easily.
Okay.
No,
Is
any
that-
other Colorado facts? What do we got? We got some cool
Yeah.
mountains.
Anything actually cool?
The Colorado Mountains.
Yes.
Colorado contains 75% of the land area of the U.S. with an altitude of over 10,000 feet, which means they have the most mountains in America.
It's the Rocky
75%.
Mountain.
That's great.
I'm
Crazy.
not even. That's the Rocky Mountains, though, so I'm not even that surprised, right?
True.
Oh, it was surprising to me.
I guess the fact that it's all in this state only
Yes.
is surprising because I know Idaho has a lot of mountains as well. There's a couple of states,
Yeah.
but I
Mount
guess
Rushmore, obviously.
that's in South Dakota.
Yeah.
That is not the Rocky Mountains.
But is it above 10,000?
Probably not.
How
Okay.
good is you guys' geography, by the way?
Very.
Oh, we got some
US?
trivia?
Yeah.
I'll do
US
trivia.
Oh, yeah.
Very.
So there is a place in Colorado where you can be in 4 states at the same
The
time.
Four Corners.
That's really not. That one's not hard
Really?
at all. If you're in
Which four states?
Utah,
New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona.
yeah,
wow.
it's
Yeah,
really
well,
easy to find on the map actually.
I bet you would have known this too.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to see if these guys knew.
Yeah.
And we did. No, it's a beautiful state. Come visit.
Yeah. I thought so. I thought
Oh, I might have said Wyoming. I might have messed up and said Wyoming.
That's okay.
I could
I
have
got
probably
the
gotten
real
the other
ones.
ones.
You're
So what is illegal in Aspen?
Murder,
Other than the obvious things?
Jaywalking?
Uh,
Other than the
okay.
obvious things.
stealing.
Why is murder?
Ski.
legal?
Oh, it's like
Oh.
It's like skiing with a pig or something, isn't it?
What? No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not.
Maybe that's Steamboat or Vale. I don't know.
Why would that be illegal?
copyright
Why would that be
infringement?
illegal?
No.
Well, she's making some
How
a
is-
weird one. I don't know.
Throwing snowballs.
In general,
You cannot throw snowballs in Aspen.
That's
you
what it was
can
like in
literally
grade
get
school.
arrested.
I don't know
It's
about you guys,
illegal.
but throwing snowballs in grade school, they didn't like that
really?
because they were scared it was gonna have some ice in it and like
Yeah.
blind some kid.
Well, you put the rocks inside,
threw-
it, don't you?
No, you don't.
No, we didn't. We
Well,
did
that was
not
just
do
my
that.
school, I guess.
Are you sure you had snow? Were you just throwing rocks?
I
at
don't
kids?
think we had snow at all, actually. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
so you
just rocks.
Took rocks, rolled them in dirt, and threw them at kids.
You know,
Those
you
are
mentioned
hard.
the cheeseburger earlier.
Yeah.
Denver has got the trademark on cheeseburger. They invented it. It's theirs. 1935, Denver was like, you know what, that cheeseburger? Yeah, we made this.
There must have been cheeseburgers before 1935.
Denver got
Like
the
just
trade
sort of
for it.
accidental cheeseburgers, you know.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
So
don't
what? But what does that mean? So other states can't sell them? Should we sue them on behalf of Colorado?
I think this would be like if you went home after this tournament, Grant, and filed a copyright for Midas mode.
You think I could?
We'd be like, sick, Grant, you beat us. Nice job.
Well done.
I got him.
No, I think because it was 1935, it already is, you know,
Expired.
expired. Yeah.
Probably.
Just like Steamboat Willie.
I don't know who
what is that?
That's
Mickey
Mickey Mouse.
That's a
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse film, isn't it?
Basically, that was so long ago that the patent shouldn't have expired by now, and it should be free use.
Well,
But
so
it's
could
not.
we could just show it on
No,
the
you
screen?
can't,
Oh.
because Disney keeps refreshing it and like paying people to like be like, hey, maybe you should let our copy. Because imagine if that, like, it's been over 100 years, right? It's so long that you would think that it would be allowed. Like, we could just have Mickey stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Or other Disney characters or stuff like that.
Oh,
but
no.
They're not.
Nope, that ain't legal.
Very interesting.
Is that not going to expire at some point? Or is that,
Yeah, you would think it will, but it
like,
depends on
why is that not going to expire?
politicians, basically. And
is it
your
because they're
ability to
still
influence the law.
actively using it or what?
No, it's because they're changing the law. They're like adding delays and stuff.
Okay.
I'm not a lawyer.
Give us more facts. Let's go.
All right. Denver hosts the largest rodeo in the world
Yep.
yearly. Like, the largest.
Have you ever been?
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
at the Denver, whatever it's
Did you
called, the
compete?
arena, the event center. Yeah, I competed. I was riding a bull.
You were the
I
bull.
was the bull, yeah.
That's what I thought you'd say first.
No, it does. It's really cool, though. There's a lot of different, like, outdoor rodeos and stuff here, too. So, you know, check it out. Yeehaw.
I
Yeehaw.
thought you were going to say yeet for sure.
Yeehaw.
Also, Colorado is the only state to have ever turned down the Olympics. They're like, oh, we want to come to Colorado.
Why?
Colorado's like,
Was
no.
it? Is rodeo
Summer.
not involved or
No,
something?
are
They're like,
you
well, we're
serious?
not hosting this.
Olympics are, like, low tier to Colorado. Like, we don't want that. We want the X Games, like that real stuff.
You on the Midas mode?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
winter or summer, though?
I
It's
don't know,
prob-
it
It had to
didn't
be
say.
winter. and,
Probably
like,
winter.
You're not bringing summer here.
I
Why?
know, I know it's very expensive and
Big mountains.
disruptive, and
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort. So basically, people sell it to, like, they say, like, oh, you're chosen to do the Olympics, and you should be honored because it will bring all this traffic and tourism and all that and whatnot. But if Colorado's like, yeah, we already got all that,
Yeah.
they don't need
that's
it.
basically like when we ordered dinner last night for all the talent, and they were just like, "Nah, we're good. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, what?
Nah.
we don't want your $200."
Oh?
Oh, we have a game.
Oh! No, he's
We don't.
trying it again!
We don't have a game, Owen.
Steve, don't do it! Luckily, though, Malwarebytes is on the case to get you this game safe and sound. Just like your computer at home can be safe and sound with a free Malwarebytes scan. All you need to do is press that button. And that is what we do, so we can enjoy some awesome Betway Midas Mode 2!
Yeah!
All right, let's go!
Here we have it. Jenkins, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Oh, the crowd is
Could
going
you
wild
imagine
there
ha-
for a second.
Could you imagine having to stall for that long on a panel and then do the hype?
And then the Malwarebytes hype comes in. You've
It's
got to
like,
go wild.
oh no.
Man, we've got
Do this.
we've got a series here. Game 1, best of 3. OG against.
Oh, they're doing it at the start.
Oh,
They're
the
starting.
great
the-
migration.
They smoked for it, so they're here in time.
Quack quack.
But Navi, they're there. Dendy, he can spear out of the river.
What can Dendy do?
He can spear him out of the river.
The Naga comes with illusions. Poppy just
Hill.
walked into 5 of them.
He's gotta
Jumps
be
up the
careful.
high ground.
He's still in the
Nice.
river. He's still in the
Okay.
river.
Still in the river. They're going to get 5 people across. They're fine. Sox is maybe going to get caught.
Oh.
There we have it, in
The
the connect field. Pretty decent torrent. So much poison on the ground from this Viper, and there we have it. Jerax does take first blood.
They're doing
kills
it.
Poppy.
They're doing it.
Can I get a... they're still going quack quack. Can they still
This
do
is
it?
still quack quack.
Quack quack. They're
They've
bringing,
done quack quack.
bringing different languages in now. Oh, the
They're
connect field
still
again.
trying.
Is there a
Sox, got to be careful.
4, 5 heroes. Was there a time limit on this? Are they good?
Oh, Jerax.
We need the
Jerax.
admins. Come on, Jerax, bringing up the rear. Up the
They
ramp.
did it!
There we have it.
They did it.
The great migration's being completed.
The
Frogs.
first team to win 2 TIs and the first team to do the great quack migration.
Did they even
OG.
lose any CS from that?
I don't think
Such
so.
a long
the lanes,
chase. I don't think they actually lost anything.
the lanes are at equilibrium now, so Seb missed a little bit, but he's good. He's fine.
Right, Na'Vi against OG. Na'Vi with a lot of circles in their strat. We've got Dream Coil, Naga Song to set up Mars ulti. Yeah, Disruptor's there with a couple of circles as well. I was really...
A Phonic Shield.
That is a circle, that's a sphere, yeah,
It's a
you are
sphere,
right.
that is a
I
sphere.
was really hoping for like Enigma or something.
It's like a 3D. I was hoping for Dark
3D circles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Darkseer. When that AM ban came out, Enigma Darkseer.
You would think, yeah.
We were thinking it.
It's good against, I mean, it is
But
good.
Art Styles Disruptor being pummeled out of lane by a support Viper.
He does have the kinetic field to start, so it's pretty hard to lane. Purge was saying how bad the Thunder Strike is, but you still go for it first in every game, unless the enemy team is trying to do quack quack.
They're still quacking.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a win already. That's a big win.
Easy Moonbucks. So no tail up top on this Kunkka. Sock's here with him. Puppy, a support puck. I think Purge was saying that he's seen this support kind of pause for puck roam around a little bit.
Yeah.
Puppy's played a decent amount. We used to see it from like Z-Freak and Complexity as well, mainly with Drow Aura strats though.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty good. I mean, high base damage, very hard to trade with. She can, chase you down if you get too low. And then one of the best things about Puck as a support is when you get level 6, it's this massive power spike. Whereas like Puck as a core, he's like always strong.
it feels maybe similar to Pango as well, being an elusive 4.
Yeah,
Very difficult to catch them.
It's exactly like that.
Artstar does get taken down in the bottom lane. Disruptor, still the worst hero in the past year and a half, according to No Tail.
It does seem that way.
What was it? Was it 12 Moonbucks to buy Disruptor? It was absolutely nothing.
It's pretty cheap, pretty value.
Oh, Socks. Guess found by the puck.
Speaking of Puck support, drops a ward as well. Not blocking the camp. That's going to scout some of these potential rotations. Quite nice.
Tops and Ricky mid.
Yeah.
Up against Dendy Mars.
Gotta look out for that Ricky.
I mean, Ricky's 9-4 right now. Mars, though, absolutely demolishing this lane, 13-3. Does this start to get maybe a little harder for Mars as Ricky gets more levels up, more energy, more damage?
I don't think so. I think if you can keep up the regen on Dendy, you can just constantly spam out your Q and your W, and it's very difficult for Ricky to try to deal with that.
Does get some backstab damage in there. Forces the salve. And he is catching up CS-wise. Going for even more harass there, but shouldn't really come to anything. Top lane, contesting the stack and pull across. Quick little nightmare there. Dendy kills Popson mid.
That's a solo kill.
Wow.
You have to look out. I think he got speared into the tower.
That's a good bit of AoE damage from No Tail. Sox trying to hold on to his life. Well, that will be the end of that top lane. OG don't really seem to be able to do much top. This Abaddon puck putting so much pressure on them. Oh, and bottom lane again. Jirax Viper just diving past tier 1. Provost on this Naga Siren, going to get body blocked up a bit by the Mirana. Jirax looks like he's fine. Nobody's TPing down to Shrine. Oh, now there is.
He pings, he knows, he knows.
Disruptor's coming.
Oh, this is cool. Creep cutting with the damage from Viper. And Seb's probably going to try to take as many of these last hits as he can.
Gets his magic stick off, but still dies to Thunderstrike. Quick little leap over. And Mirana safe and sound.
Drops the ward as well.
This is what we love about Midas mode. Every lane is awkward. Every lane is kind of on a knife's edge. There's kill threat everywhere.
Yeah, not often you see Ricky versus Mars mid. Although I have seen people play Ricky mid in the recent few months for whatever reason. I mean, I think it's a pretty decent hero at roaming, to be quite honest, and kind of feels like there's no other lane for him that he can find that farm in to get up to like a diffusive blade or something like that without feeding. Although he has fed once. So.
Wouldn't dare feed. Another contest, bottom pull spot. Arrow, not going to do too much. Artstyle and Havos both fall back to tier 1. Their Courier going straight over the Mirana though. This could be an attempt. Now they've microed it back into the trees. Top lane now, it looks like OG have managed to reclaim some control.
Well, just because Secret's Na'Vi, I should say, is trying to pick up the runes, so
That's right.
giving a little bit of that control away. I think No Tail's probably happy to make that trade right now, just considering how this lane has been relatively pressured.
I do get a bit of a shove on the tier 1. Puppy escapes from the grasp of Sox. Very quiet. Past minute and a half or so. That Abaddon really under no threat.
Mid
Dendy throws the
Nice
spear
throw.
into Ricky. Oh, yeah, that's good harass damage, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the nice thing about going for this soul.
Oh, the big damage bottom though. Naga cannot escape from that. And Artstyle might be in trouble himself. Just get behind the tier 1, the slow, the damage over time. He turns to hit Jirax, which gets him the kill, but he does give his life in exchange. A double for Seb. And a catapult wave here, maybe to get a bit of damage on that tier 1 as well.
Am I crazy? Does support Viper seem kind of good, actually? Like, with position 4 Viper?
The amount of damage he does, yeah.
Like, he does a lot of damage. He has some farming potential if you want to go for, like, a greedier style. And then you don't need to max corrosive skin, because it doesn't really matter that much if you're super tanky. So you can go for the Q and be a little bit more active.
And he's still reasonably tanky. He's got decent chase as well.
Tanky enough for a 4. Yeah, like, it actually seems like a really good position for him. That's the great thing about Midas mode, is you see these, like, ridiculous heroes, and it's like, wait a minute, that's actually kind of good.
Just break the meta. Well, there we have the arena in. With an orb over, Puppey secures the kill. Sox was making a rotation in mid, just a little too late, unfortunately, for the Bane.
Yeah. You got to be really careful with this Mars hero, especially with the level advantage.
Oh, interesting arrow angle. Seb comes in from the southwest, gets ensnared, and right-click down by the Naga. Traded back again for Disruptor, but this is much more reasonable for Havost in this bottom lane. Still having a few struggles. No tail. Set up Nightmare into the Torrent. Shield soaks up so much of that damage. I don't think Abaddon really cares.
It's
Jirax, though,
such
down
a
bot.
hero to kill.
It really is.
Jirax is rushing travels on Viper. So he's kind of playing it like similar to this like sort of Bat Rider style or like a Sand King, where you like get travels, you just sit in the lane and kind of shove it out with the Nether Toxin. I think this is a really cool take on the hero. He's not gonna be very tanky, but this is gonna be really good for like responding to map pressure, which is exactly what you need to do when there's a Naga on the enemy team. I mean the hero is like map pressure incarnate. So
here we go. Important maths quiz time.
Top tower is under attack.
Well, how do you feel about the Midas on Mirana?
he's going for
He's got
Midas.
it queued, yeah. He's got Gloves of Haste already purchased.
That's interesting.
Radiant's
If the
top
Aegis
tower
has a
is under
radius
attack.
of 40 centimeters, oh, it's metric. Might be a bit difficult, Jenkins. What is its diameter?
80.
What is its diameter in inches? Boat, arrow, good connections. Abaddon, he's going to get starstruck there. Dead for 15 seconds. OG do lose the Bane in
15
exchange.
or something like that. Is it?
And it's 2.5 centimeters to an inch, right?
You do the math on that one.
Oh, no. That's not my job. You're the analyst.
A Canadian education.
There, Cameron just going in inches, just to make sure people know.
Oh, okay. Oh, radius. So the diameter is double.
It's double.
80
centimeters.
80 centimeters
Divided by
divided by
2.5.
2.5.
Whatever that is. Thompson kills Dendy, you know. Mars just falling as we're doing bloody maths problems. No Tail might be in a spot to bother himself. Level 5 Abaddon still, so no ulti, but with the shield, the push forward, and the Naga illusions blocking the path. No Tail will fall. Stag Storm up towards the north. Mirana still stuck up inside it, and that is a kill by Artstyle. 1-for-1 trade in that. Jirax drops the smiley face because he's AFK farming bottom lane. Thompson pops the borrowed time on the Abaddon. Might still go for this kill. There is no shrine, but Sentry Ward there for the Radiant gives the vision the Abaddon needs. Right, what's the answer, Jenkins?
To the math problem or the game?
Both.
69.
Excellent. That's the best number.
Thank you.
Nice.
That got a nice from the crowd.
That's all you could ever dream of.
That's the dream.
Right, Ricky spamming Wraith Bands. He's going to bring them all out. Boots of Travel nearly, like he's got bottles.
He's almost done, yeah. He's good. He's doing. Dude,
He's so rich.
Denny's got to look out. This is a strong Viper.
He's a level 8 Viper.
He's higher level than the mid laners, which is what you would expect for a Ricky. But Mars, this hero's got some flash farming potential. Jirax has got the bots after he gets these bounty runes.
Does he get to refill his bottle as well twice? Yeah, looks like
Does
it.
indeed. Look,
Give Mirana some tasty bottle juice.
Seb is bringing him the farm. He's letting him take it. He's just accepted that Jirax is the core in this game.
Seb is pos 4, Hand of Midas Mirana. That's how he's going to catch up.
Yeah.
There's the boots.
I mean, the hero's a good position for it. So it's if you're an offlaner, you have to play it in this role. You're not too upset about it.
Feels like a bit of a waiting game here from Na'Vi. You know, they've got these big teamfight ultis. They're very good at defending towers with Naga Song into Disruptor with all of the setup they've got. but it definitely feels like it is that waiting game. They need more time. They need Naga to really build up. As they glimpse onto No Tail, Kunkka trapped inside that Static Storm, but his big DMCA boat connecting on 3 and applying that Coco's Rum keeps him alive a little longer. Seems like it will be his end regardless, or maybe not. With the arrival of Thompson, they clear up Disruptor. Finally, the Kunkka goes down.
I mean, that was an amazing
Towards
amount
mid lane.
of base.
They're fighting behind Tier 1 as well. They've got the Mars Arena, and they are absolutely pummeling Soxka.
Yeah, you don't really care that much if you're OG to lose Soxka like that, because you get the mid tower. That is the most important tower in Dota in the early game, so you're definitely okay with that trade. And that was just all on No Tail in the top lane. Getting that boat off, like the timing on that. In the position, did he hit all 3 heroes?
Yeah.
And then he survives. Almost survives. For like,
They had to give up.
they really had to work for it.
Yeah, had to give up a Disruptor for it.
Thompson's just going straight for art style.
Well, with the ulti, it doesn't quite get it. That one hit onto Puppey probably wasn't enough to find art style, but he does have a dust on him. Ricky now in trouble. Blink strike, Thompson gets the kill. Now the help arrives. Cavalry's here for OG. No chase forward. Okay, Spear and Orb gets Thompson. And Marana trying to find Puppey. They break the high ground. OG back up.
You don't want to walk up that high ground.
You do not want to go up that ramp. Those stairs are dangerous. So now they've swapped things around. No Tail has shifted bottom lane. He's getting that farm, while the rest of the team looking for this Nightmare Arrow, but there's an Abaddon on the side of Na'Vi. So a Photic Shield puts that all to rest.
We were questioning the Abaddon a bit in the draft, I think just because both you and I wanted to see
Teamfight ulti.
Teamfight ulti
Yeah,
because it's Na'Vi. But it does make a lot of sense. You know, they have the arrow. You can dispel that. It's one of the harder counters to Marana. Hard counters Bane. You can shield off the ultimate. I mean, even against something like a Viper, Kunkka, Ricky, like these heroes are very single target oriented. So the shield is going to be very, very effective for protecting your team in this game and winning team fights. Yeah,
they have very little sustain elsewhere, right? Abaddon really does bring, you know, a potential aura carrier and all the sustain and save that they need.
Yep, and he is going for a Vlad's. So building into those auras, possible pipe after that. He doesn't need to do damage. He's got a Mars, he's got a Puck, and most importantly, he's got a Naga that's level 12. Is he the highest net worth?
Yep, 6.6k. 3 OG heroes follow her, though. As this tier 1 top, looks like it's forfeit. OG not mounting a defense at all. They've got Kunkka shoving bottom lane. They've got a hero pushing mid out in the Ricky. OG have taken full control of that radiant jungle. And there's really no need for them to be top.
No Tail's building a Battle Fury.
Yes, I saw him queue it up, and I wasn't sure if he was going through with it, but...
Oh, he's committing.
He's got the perseverance, hasn't he?
I mean, once again, I know I keep saying this. It's Midas mode, so this is what happens. But Battle Fury's not that bad in this game because they're against a Naga. So you need something to clear those illusions in the late game. Battle Fury's going to help you out in that regard, right? A little bit?
Ratty, though? Like, would you not rather your Kunkka have double brace around?
Right. That's...
This is definitely fun. This is definitely
he's gonna go, right, he's going to go multiple Battle Furies. Multiple Battle Furies, multiple Daedal Assists, and eventual Rapier.
Fair enough. He needs an MKB at some point, probably. Thompson, ulti on the Abaddon. Oh dear, Abaddon does get his ulti off at the very last second. That break proving problematic, but Thompson clears up art style, and the chase is on. OG, they want more. They cannot break up that ramp though. Thompson, DD might have her Vost on the side. Quick little X-Mark Torrent, not going to do too much harm to Na'Vi here. But OG definitely putting their foot down.
Yeah, even almost committing for the Naga there, but that is the one hero that you probably can't kill with all of your spells. Like, you have to be really careful committing to that Naga. He's so incredibly tanky, so farm. But of course, you do still want to try to kill the Naga at some point, but probably after killing the rest of Na'Vi.
So does Jirax just live in his bot lane now?
Yeah, I mean, he's
That's Viper's home.
He's very close to being the most farmed on OG.
That's true.
And the thing is, the cool thing about this bots build, for anybody looking to do this in your pubs, this is not a useless way of getting this farm. You're pushing out the lanes constantly. It's very annoying to deal with. It's like, oh, that Viper's in the bot lane, pushing it out. I have to go deal with it. Oh, now he travels top and he's fighting the rest of my team. And I had to respond to this tower push bot. Very annoying.
Like playing, table tennis or just normal tennis, right? You push your opponents one side of the court, drag them to the other, wear them out.
Well,
that's those TP cooldowns. Ricky yet again, Thompson Always on the hunt, and he might have found art style. Disruptor shows himself for a second, but he's got Dendy to back him up with the Light of Heaven's Abaddon, and they turn with 4. Thompson's gone a little too deep. Backup arrives for him, but he's still gonna fall. Puppey, one-man Dream Coil. Only catches Bane. No reveal either, so Bane just stands there, turns with a grip. Kunkka, decent boat, should, no, okay, he's gonna connect on one, does catch the Mars on the way through. Viper needs to get the damage in though onto Dendy. Quick little spear. OG, where's the chase, where's the catch? They're trying with the torrent, the cleave, anything they can, the leap. Seb, onto the Abaddon, X-Mark back, but he's got borrowed time going. Let's see how much he can soak up here. OG have a lot of damage behind them. This absolute standoff in the mid lane, nobody's falling. Ricky respawns in the time it takes for this fight to end.
The problem here is that Jerax is just so low on mana, and he's honestly the hero that's like finishing people off in this game. He's doing a lot of damage, so when he's completely out of mana, like he can't leave the fight, because if he leaves, then Na'Vi just goes in on OG and wipes them. But he also can't really contribute to the fight, so it's a very unfortunate circumstance. That could have gone a lot better for OG if he was healthy in terms of mana. Do they have any mana boots?
Mirana does.
Ah.
Mirana has Bassi Arcane boots.
It's so funny because Seb in this game is kind of like the 4, Jerax is the mid laner, and then Thompson is the off laner. He's kind of running around, making space, feeding a little bit, but also getting kills. Like he's doing exactly what you would expect an off laner to be doing.
No Tail playing the real pos one. Battle
Yeah.
Fury has arrived.
Yeah.
Where do OG move now? Back into the jungle. Oh yeah, Battle Fury. To farm some ancients. Oh, puppy. Oh dear, misclick. Just say misclick, mate. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's a good time to do that bounty, honestly.
Yeah, it sure is. He tried, but he failed. That's a nice arrow from Seb. Quick little connection onto the Naga, but the Stack Storm Disruptor combo onto this Viper. Definitely forcing OG back. Na'Vi feel like they're running out of gas though, and with No Tail coming in from the right-hand side, he X-Marked both onto the Abaddon, but the song to reset, there's just so much. Oh, the Viper Poison nearly gets the Naga Siren. Arrow sliding in, but Puppey sidesteps. And No Tail. He wanted that X onto Naga so badly.
So close.
Just out of vision range. Puppey will draw their attention elsewhere. If he gives up his life here, it's no big deal.
It's a level 1 phase shift. This is going to be very hard for him to dodge.
That arrow. Wanted to jaunt, but the arrow connects. And look, bottom lane, like you're saying this entire time. Jerax and Thompson shoving out, and they might go for a kill on Havos.
Yeah, they look like maybe they're going to go for it. Thompson? He has a defusal. Oh, he goes for art style. Oh my god. Give him a break, man.
He's been netted. He's been rooted. Blink again. Art style. Down you go. Sit.
Nice dodge.
Down. Dendy with a double damage rune. What's he got up his sleeve? Thompson, no more reveal. So slips away into the night. What's he going? He's got Diffusal Blade and working on Ags now, it looks like that Ricky.
I guess he's going to jump inside somebody.
Jump in the Mirana?
Who does he? I guess Mirana for now.
Triple leap into the middle of everybody. Oh, Dendy. Still has a DD and a big punch. Viper completed that pipe just as he died.
Yeah. See, that's the thing with Viper. You're very tanky when it comes to this magic damage, but when there's a DD Mars critting for
Thompson, please.
300%.
Oh.
He got the rover.
Poor little thing.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sucks. Just dewarding, not actually putting any observers down.
Artstone has a sentry behind the tower here. They should see Thompson soon. He's walking out of sentry range.
Soxka sees that. Oh, they've got 2 sentries down there. Yeah, you're
They
right.
pinged him. They see him.
They know Thompson's here.
Oh, they're so scared. They're so scared of him.
Puppey just jaunt orbs out of there. He does not want anything to do with Thompson. Another sentry, but art style. He's been found by Thompson. Ricky's just straight in on top of him, blows him up, and No Tail. There's the X-Mark. Drag back the Abaddon. No more forward motion here from Na'Vi. Force the borrowed time, and another X into potential torrent setup with the arrow. Yep, they've got him. Light of Heaven done for with this OG side just collapsing on the top tier 2. Dendy throws his ulti out, but he's immediately gripped. Puppey can't do anything to stop this, and the boat's there with Thompson to clear it up. A killing spree for Ricky and Havos. He sends illusions in, and then he walks immediately back the opposite direction.
That was nice team play.
Thompson.
Really nice team play.
Hey, Thompson now, this isn't fair. Leave them alone. Leave them alone, art style. With Puppey, both saving Havos' life and allowing the Naga to kill the Ricky.
Space created.
Get rid of that dumb hero.
Yeah, he's...
They don't get the top tier 2. Thompson.
Oh, Puppy. Kills the creep wave. They do have the glimpse.
Motel very aggressive here. Seb is just farming neutrals.
Yeah, Jarek
Still hitting, hitting creeps. Yeah.
Nobody,
That Wild Wing really got it.
nobody can get there. Jarek's TP'd bot for the bounty runes, so...
They just left no tail to be.
Yeah, I mean...
It all starts with Thompson diving mid lane as well. Just blame it on the Ricky.
Yeah. Good time to use that bounty up. But the team play in the top fight from OG, that was some pretty Dota. He had the Torrent to set up for the Ricky to jump in just to get vision. Arrow on the Abaddon, which is the only hero that you can arrow because otherwise he just shields it off. And only after his ultimate. And then the grip with the Abaddon being dead. It's like the perfect sequence of events. And Heartstyle is dead again.
Yeah, what's our star score?
He is
0-7,
2
0-8.
and 11.
Oh, it's 2 and 11. Okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean
He has some kills.
he's not doing too bad in terms of experience. He's got a couple
Dendy.
solo kills.
He turns to face this nasty little Ricky. Oh, a piece of work Thompson is. They need so much backup just to deal with a Ricky.
He's totally alone too. He's just making these plays completely on his own.
Well, the threat that he has backup is always there. OG have been joining a lot of these fights as 4 or 5. Naga illusion down. Whereas Viper just TP'd back to Fountain. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he does have his travels.
Yeah, Travels, Pipe, and Heart queued up next. 2.7k gold saved. Nice silence there coming in onto Ricky, but the boat might just be able to keep him up and running. Thompson helped out by the Guardian Greaves from Marana, but that ulti from Mars holds them all in place. Sox gets bounced back into the smoke screen from Ricky himself. Looks like they'll take him down. Only the Bane falling though. Glimpse back the Kunkka, he's got no defensive items, 2 in a row. Seb might be able to walk this one off, but I don't think Thompson will be so lucky. That orb, really nicely timed from Puppy, beautiful Dota. Na'Vi, they strike back. And they start running down mid.
Glimpsing the Kunkka is definitely the correct choice there too. If the Kunkka dies, he's the top of net worth for OG. It's like the best. You know that that's just going to be a bunch of bleeding, so you just try to take the highest value kill.
Cherry
OG
on top here potentially.
Yeah.
Bonus kills onto Seb. Tries to leap out. Nice little song to reset. They have realized Viper is causing them a few issues here. A lot of damage, and of course that pipe giving them magic mitigation. Jirax left alone 1v5 though. He won't be able to survive the onslaught of Na'Vi. As that, all things considered, was a team wipe, I think.
Yeah, that's like what, a 6k gold swing, something along those lines. About 5k. When all is said and done, they can push out the lanes too right now, which will give them a little bit more gold. And they have a Naga. This is a Na'Vi lineup with Naga, who is the top of net worth. This is one of those things about having a hyper carry like this, where even if you have a 5k gold deficit and you're dealing with a 5k gold lead on the enemy team, you still have this hero who is like a hyper late game hero.
There's a timer always on you. Ricky still looking for these snipe kills on supports. He feels the wrath of Na'Vi though as they chuck 3 ultis in his face. That's what you get for picking Ricky.
I love what Thompson's doing in terms of like making space for his team, but there's nobody alive to take it. So that's it's kind of. I mean, he was setting up. He was trying to set up to get into position to make some space. But you know, he's walking into the enemy triangle.
And art style, like you're talking about Pos1 Havost, he's doing exceptionally well, showing that he is, you know, a true carry on this Naga Siren, farming exceptionally well.
Yeah.
But Disruptor, art style, this Pos5 Disruptor, he spent so much on sentries, but he's keeping that vision out there for the rest of his team, while also being able to buy some utility items.
Yeah, almost as a force staff. That's going to be absolutely huge.
He has earned force on Disruptors, while keeping this, you know, vision up really nicely.
Yep. There's so much single target on the side of OG that the force staff is. I mean, this item is like a 2,000 gold cost or whatever, but it is the value is much more than that in a lot of games. How long has force staff been broken for? This item has been good since its inception, I'm pretty sure.
How long is it? Yeah, since it was put in the game. Interesting boat. Dendy will get X-marked back into that Nether Toxin. Courier coming in. Dendy force staff back out by Artstyle, so there we see it. Disengage. Make sure OG can't get the catch, but they've gone onto the Naga Siren. Quick little save from Abaddon. Almost gripped up by Sox, but he's so tanky. This Naga just taking no damage. And OG, it looks like they've focused on the wrong hero. Thompson's cleared up by Dendy. Dire's Courier now dies. And Havost is on a wicked 6 streak. Drag back Jirax, a quick pick off on the Viper, and yet again OG crumbling. 3 in a row, Sox might be the 4th. I don't think they can get a team wipe this time because Mirana's farming out mid lane, but Sox, don't even pop that. No. That's a waste, mate.
Look what OG's did. OG was spam pinging Seb that entire time. I saw 2 OG pings.
What are you doing mid?
Like, what is this guy doing?
He's the Greaves carrier.
He is?
He's hitting. I mean, he was.
And he's grieving his team right now.
He definitely is. He was hitting Wild Wings when Kunkka was dying.
Joke Roche. Mercy.
What's Mirana heading into now? Ags queued up. End, please. Does that count as a GG?
I think so. Admins.
Roshan went crazy.
Holy Malloy.
Dendi, not a big fan of the VR Roshan. We are.
I swear that most teams just walk in and they get intimidated.
Come on. Get in there.
Oh, he's ready to go. I hear him huffing and puffing in my right ear.
Go fight. Seb wants to get in there.
Once again, he's been punching this whole time, by the way.
Hey, Soxka. Found out by the Naga.
401 gold? That's the lowest net worth here on the game.
Oh. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Into the pockets of the highest net worth hero in the game.
I don't think that's a Sadim thing either. I think that's just a Dota 2 thing.
Yeah, that's just a nice
Sometimes there's just
a whoopsie. Dream Coil. And everything else in the kitchen sink thrown onto Mirana. Seb marked for death.
Wasn't 20 seconds, so good, solid attempt, but that's not, that's not how she goes. It's not.
They're going high ground, Jenkins. And they have all of their teamfight ultis outside of Dream Coil ready.
How do you kill a Naga with this heart? Once again, you have to kill his entire team first, but that's very difficult to do when she does this much damage as well. She's going to kill you.
I guess you hope that No Tail has a crit soon and just cleaves everybody up because you're losing barracks. First lane about to drop 30 to 19. The gold lead has finally swung into Navi's favor. Kunkka does have that Crystallis. Thompson inside the big circles though. He's been trapped. The Venn diagram of doom. Thompson gone, no buyback. And OG might just fall apart now. Bane glimpsed back with the ensnare upon him. No Tail has to turn, tail and run. He's going to throw a quick torrent in. Try and cleave back into Na'Vi. But like you were saying, this Naga with a heart seems just absolutely untouchable. The rest of my team's nearly dead. I'm going to song. Let's TP out, guys. We got a full lane of barracks.
Now, Gareth, I think this is the point where you realize that your Naga has Apex, and that, well, actually I shouldn't say that she's Apex. She's hit this massive spike, and I don't think she's going to get any weaker. I think that the OG lineup is not stronger in the late game than this Na'Vi lineup. This is when you can start doing bounties. This is when you can, maybe they can go for the
Great Migration.
The Great Migration. I believe both teams can totally do it. I don't think there are any rules against that. They could start flaming each other. There's tons of stuff that they could do.
Oh yeah, next person to die. Just say why it's their team's fault.
I mean, they can definitely go for the VIP experience soon because, well, they're going to want to take Roche to end out this game.
Lotus saw one puck means no Nightmare, no Dream Coil. Dendi, Art Style, and Light of Heaven all arriving onto Ricky and Thompson. It's not been great from Thompson, has it, this Ricky? He's making space, yeah, he's getting up in the faces of his opponents, but he is dying an awful lot this game. And Sox, well, he's a +6 Bane. Not much to be said about that one.
223 gold. See, that seems more acceptable. I mean, of course, that's a split bounty. That's not. It was because of the solo kill.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah, this Naga's. There's almost no way to deal with this Naga, barring a Kunkka Rapier. And he does have the Demon Edge queued up, so he's going for the Daedalus. It's possible that if the game looks like it's ending too early, ooh, Seb, you can jump over that? That's pretty nice.
He's fine. Walk back. Oh, Dendi gives it a go.
He is getting chased into his own base. That is always a feel bads, man. Feels bad, man.
Feel bads.
You know what?
Feel bads, man.
Do the voice.
No.
Do the voice, Garrett.
No. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see how you are.
Okay.
Na'Vi full control of the map right now. It looks like OG cutting waves in a lot of different areas. Artstyle, he's got a Ghost Scepter now, so Thompson can't straight up just solo kill him, but he's still going to get hounded by OG. 3 heroes follow him back. No Tail, though, in a similar position. Did Na'Vi not see him? Was he invisible? Because they've gone for the song. They don't know No Tail's behind them.
He is. He is invisible.
He is invisible. Oh, right, you are correct. Yeah, he is it. Yeah. They're going to get the kill on Mirana and Bane immediately, though. And No Tail, he's found Artstyle, chipping away at the poor Disruptor, 4-staff down into the Mars ulti, and he's away, safe and sound. Artstyle survives. Don't stay in the poison, don't stand in the fire. No Tail drops 4 heroes. Oh, they've got the glimpse. Jirax, another team wipe for Na'Vi on the cards. Can they catch up? They've got the reach. Does Puck have a stun? Not just yet, and Jirax TP's home.
Almost a team wipe. That's always one of the nice things when you have the Boots of Travel is the non-shared cooldown.
Look at the tier 4s. Tier 4s are already getting dropped. There's just a catapult here with creeps around. Oh, baby. 4 seconds until Soxka respawns.
All right, here we go.
He's TPing out.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, get gamed.
They should see him, though.
Absolutely destroyed.
There was no vision.
How many times do you get to do that? Can't you just...
I believe that's one.
Just one,
It's
okay.
one attempt.
Dendy, ... Oh, they're going for another try. Ana marked for death. Don't know if that works. Oopsie. Thompson.
He's destroying his items.
I think they've given up. That micro penis is Wraith fan. I actually haven't seen that before.
My cropiness.
Sorry, my pronunciation is really bad.
Sir, that must be the British pronunciation.
OG. What's happening, lads? What's happening? You've got items on the floor. No Tails just running around in circles. Quack, quack, quacking. That's why he's a duck now. Thrown him out of fall. No Tail gets one more combo in with the boat Sauron. Jirax tries his best, but Na'Vi victorious. 43-20. Interesting game, Jenkins.
Hello, Malastrix here, and I put together a little guide for Betway
Hi,
Midas.
Mally.
That's
Love you, Mally.
That's not us.
That's not us.
That was Malastrix. That's the other
Malastrix.
British guy.
It was.
So what did we learn here?
Circles. Circles, very good. AoE teamfight ultis, powerful.
Definitely no triangles, no squares. I think circles are definitely the way to go.
No crosses. PlayStation are dumb.
I also think that newer Dota players just suck. Like, Dota's gotten so much easier. You can see all the camps that you need to stack with Dota Plus. You know, you can... Roshan is easier. The lanes are easier.
You're not wrong.
Supports get all this gold. We have TI1 Na'Vi.
So they're coddled.
This is how the tournament's going to go. TI1 Na'Vi, first place, Alliance, and then these buffoons, you know?
Not even going to mention Sursidium Stunners.
Well, yeah, no, they'd be at the very end because they're the newest. But they're the next TI winners. They're going to win TI10.
We're going to go to an ad break. We'll jump back into the series in just a little bit. See you guys then.
Мюррей хотел попросить. Будешь объявлять? Назови меня Джокер.
Джокер в кино с 3 октября.